still beautiful that water is, the colors there. Still a little bit windy in Oslo. It's been like that for the last 2 weeks, basically, or a week and a half I've been here. But today I'm going to do a different type of vlog, you know, about budget. There is a lot of channel who talk about budget and relationships and if you come to the Philippines. So I'm going to give you my point of view on those subjects. Mind you, I'm a little bit different. I travel on my scooter. I don't, most of the people, they find an apartment in a city, then they rent it, they stay there, and then they go and do a couple of weeks traveling, exploring other parts of the Philippines. I do it a different way. It might be helpful. It will give you an idea of if you do it a different way, what it will cost, how to do it, and this is my point of view. It's very different than some other, of course, and hopefully you'll find something interesting on my way to see the Philippines. But let's find an area which is not too windy so we can chat quietly. Okay. Alright, so hopefully this is going to be a little bit quieter so we can have a chat. Quick background on myself. My name is Xavier. I'm 65 now and I live in Australia for the last 35 years. I come to the Philippines, well, in March it will be 1 year I've been to the Philippines. Like I was saying before, different people travel different way. You've got the young backpackers who come for a few weeks, 1 month from one attraction to the other, and you've got other people who come for a little bit longer, and the one which are older like me, which are preparing to retire and want to come to the Philippines. My reason for the Philippines, basically the language does help when you can speak English, and also the visa, because in here you can stay up to 3 years. You don't have to get out of the country, you just renew your visa every couple of months. So that was the main reason, and of course the budget. Australia is getting very expensive. I'm nearly at the age of the pension, which in Australia will be quite difficult to have a good life over there with the pension what you get. So I'm looking through Asia, and I'll start with Philippines first. Now with the budget, one thing I've learned now after 11 months is, like in the beginning I was always comparing to the Australian dollars. You look at something, you say, oh, it's only $1.50, $2, it's okay. If you pay a little bit extra because you're a foreigner, it's only $1.50, you don't care too much. But I realized after a few months I was starting just to live with Filipino money. So when you pay something and it's 100 pesos, and then if you pay 300 pesos, it's expensive. And I think that's one thing I will tell you guys, is not to try always to use your currency from which country you come to compare. To start to live day to day with the Filipino money, and you will see that sometimes the budget you get a little bit over, because is 300 pesos is more than 100 pesos. If you can save, you will start to save much more if you get adapt to the currency in the Philippines and think with Filipino pesos, not always compared to the euro, US dollars or Australian dollars for myself. So that's probably my first tip. I will say, if you come and stay longer in here, just get straight away used to the Filipino, how much it costs every day, day to day, between one meal to the other. And then you will budget a little bit better doing that way. The other thing is, I travel. My idea was to come to the Philippines and I want to explore the country. So I bought a scooter, transportation, because the renting every day get too expensive when you're looking monthly. And because I don't stay in one spot, I travel not from A to B, I travel between the A and the B. Transportation is the best way to have your own. A scooter for myself is practical, it's easy to travel with it, easy to park and less traffic on the road. So I travel, but my budget also, I don't look at monthly. I try to do it every 3-4 months, every 5 months or 6 months even, because often I go over my budget in 1 month, especially when I travel. When I travel, I'll be on the road maybe for 3 months and I stay in hotel for those 3 months. So it's 1 week here, 2 nights there, 1 week there. Straight away, if a budget, I try to stay for about 1,000 pesos a night. Okay guys, I'm going to show you accommodation. So when I stay somewhere, I've got very little criteria. I don't do dormitory, I need private bathroom and Wi-Fi. And in my budget, 1,000 pesos. So that's what I get here. So this is my room. It's got a nice double bed, couple of bedside table, a little cabinet in here, air condition, and my bathroom. Oh, luxury, I've got hot water, so that's good. But I'm used to the tabo, so it doesn't really matter, and it's hot in here, so, and this is very clean. This place in Oslo, beautiful, nice and clean. It's not very big, it's not, but because of my budget, I get what I get for my budget, basically. But is perfect. As long as it's clean, aircon, Wi-Fi, private bathroom, all I need. So that's how a 1,000 pesos room look like. A little bit or cheaper. So if I stay 30 days in a motel somewhere, that's 30,000 pesos, which is a lot of money. You can rent a condo in a city for 15,000 pesos or even less, or even more, depends your budget again. But what I do is, if I stay 3 months on the road and I spend my 30,000 pesos for those months on the road, then when I get to a city, then I stop and I will rent for 3 months and stay put, and then I will pay 15, 13. I've done it twice now, so it was about 13,000 pesos a month. So already there, for the next 3 months, I will save 15,000 pesos a month, because I'm not staying in hotel per night. And then I will cook my own food, especially breakfast, and sometimes dinner, go out for lunch because it's pretty cheap. And I save again, then I readjust my budget, and then I can travel again for another 3 months. Now, I did find out when you're on the road between A or B, between cities, it's not easy to find a rental. Maybe I didn't find it myself. When you're in a city, no problem. There is lots rental. In here, they don't have really real estate. It's Facebook page, forum, TikTok, even marketplace. You look there and you find it. But once you're out in provinces, there is much less rental. You might find houses maybe, but they're sometimes not furnished, they don't have the internet. It's a little bit more complicated. I find it, maybe it's just me, I didn't look properly, but every time I was out of the big city, the rental was always the issue. So when I need to stop, I try to stop in in a city. I stay in Jensen, General Santos. There was accommodation here in Bohol. I found some accommodation there. The rest of the time, it was traveling between cities. So that's also, maybe think about it. Yeah, it's not always easy, or you need to have contacts and need to know. Maybe let me know if there is other ways to find accommodation in provinces. I met people who did find because they talk around the town and they knew somebody who knew somebody, and it was very cheap actually. It's much cheaper there in a province actually when you find something. But it didn't suit my need, and also because I always look for a couple of months only. It's always easy if you stay 6 months or 1 year, but I usually 3 months, 3 to 4 months. That's when I stop. For food was Caranderia. They're always the cheapest place to go for sure. Markets, a little store on the side of the road. If you can handle the Filipino foods, that's the best way to eat, really. You can eat for less than 100 pesos. If you go to a restaurant, straight away 300, 400 pesos. And if you do it 3 times a day, it's 1,200 pesos compared to 300, 400 pesos in a Caranderia. Traditional jeepney. Look at that beautiful car. All American cars from the old days transformed to transportation. All right, let's talk about food budget for my food. Of course, let's get to the sun. I eat in Caranderia, which is the Filipino way, local little restaurant by the side of the road. Usually pretty cheap. Music was a little bit loud up there, but that was 100 pesos. So you can manage even a little bit cheaper. Some other Caranderia, depends what you get. I got a soft drink today. I need a bit of sugar, so that's make it a bit over. Will be probably 80 pesos without the drink. Anywhere in a restaurant, you're looking at 300, 400 pesos. So I'll do it from time to time, but Caranderia is okay with me. Let's get some fruits. All right. Fruits, 4 banana, 2 mangoes, and 3 oranges, 160 pesos. Of course, like every foreigner, I think from time to time we miss a bit of European food, and myself included, pizza. Once a week, probably pizza or pasta for a change. But most of the time, the best way is Caranderia, and I actually like the Filipino food. I'm used to it now, and I enjoy, and that's why I eat most of my time if I'm not cooking at home. Now, of course, the Philippines is very big, over 7,500 islands, and watch so many videos on YouTube, and they tell you this place is nice, this place is nice. So the best things to do is go and have a look yourself if you can. If you come and you settle in the first city you arrive, you will find then you rent an apartment, let's say 15,000 pesos, 20, 15, let's just say 15 for now. And then you will stay there, and then once a month, so you take a holiday, a week somewhere. Well, when you go on holidays, you're paying your rent of your apartment, and then you will have to pay the hotels when you go traveling and stay somewhere. And the budget, if you budget 1,000, probably not. Probably most of people will like a little bit better luxury. A week somewhere will cost you 10,000 pesos. So when you look at it at the end of the month, you will still spend your 30,000 pesos, like me, which is actually, I'm traveling. I'm seeing all between the islands. I've done probably 7,000 Ks now on my scooter. 7 months in Mindanao, from bottom to top. 1 month in coming in, 3 months in Bohol. And now I'm just in Cebu. I just arrived in Oslo a week ago, actually. and I'll be here for a few months. I haven't find any rental in here, so it's still hotel, but I managed to negotiate with the owner of this place, and I'm nearly on budget. So because I want to be here and I'm going to blow a little bit over my budget, that's okay, because that's what I want. I want to explore, I want to go all around the island and see the island. And then I will go to Negros, and I will probably go to Dumaguete because there is lots of rental there. Then I will settle for 3 months, 4 months, and I will readjust my budget. That's the way I do it. And so I can go back on the road again and keep exploring, because I still want to see Negros, Iloilo Island, Leyte, Palawan. There is so many places to visit. Then I can make my own decision, of course, because not everybody is the same. What you like, where is the best place to stay for you, and you can make a good decision on what place suits your needs. But my recommendation is try to travel, have a look around. It's a beautiful place. People are good everywhere. That's probably the Philippine trade, is how friendly the people are. So get into the culture, the people, and you will really enjoy the Philippines. So few tips. So don't budget monthly, just do a 6 months budget. If you travel for longer, if you decide you're going to come, of course, if you met a lady already and you're coming and you just want to meet the lady and settle somewhere, of course, that's totally different. But if some people up there probably are a little bit adventurous like myself, they want to explore. I hope those little tip will help you to see how you can travel in the Philippines on an adventure way. Your own scooter, travel, hotels, then settle somewhere, stay for a few months, budget again, then you can keep traveling. Food, supermarket, water. Remember the water. Look, that's a perfect example. Look at that. Well, another trick about budget. If you go to the supermarket, to 7-Eleven, you can buy a liter of water for 20 pesos. But when I stay longer, for 20 pesos, I get a 20-liter gallon. 20 pesos. That's more budget. And then when you arrive in a place where you want to settle, of course, YouTube, lots of information, some good, some bad. Forums, you can chat to foreigners who live already there. They will give you always be helpful, give you some tips, where to stay, how much to spend, and then you can make a good judgment. So this is my little way of traveling in Philippines. If you want to leave any comments or you want to ask any question, please feel free. Don't know if it's helpful for you. I'm sure you will pick up, like I do watching all the other channel myself. I watch a lot of YouTubes, yes, and a lot of information, but I also watch information on the place where I am. No point to watch something in Manila if you're going to want to live in Cebu. It doesn't make sense. And so just concentrate on the area you're interested in first. Come and have a look and explore the country, and I'm sure you're going to have a great time. So thank you for watching again, and please comment, let me know if I can help, and I will see you in my next video. Peace. Thank you.